No. No. These are all very powerful words. And this podcast, I'm going to help you to use these words more efficient than ever. Welcome back to Nellascope. I'm Chris Nella, the host, creator, and founder of Nellascope, the podcast, where our goal is to help you make your independent grind 100% smoother. And we also aim to give real life lived methods to assist with issues concerning mental illnesses and anxiety, because those things usually stifle creativity. Make sure you listen to one of the older podcasts, because I'm quite sure there's something there that will empower you. But let's go ahead and jump into today's topic, which is no is a complete sentence. In the age of hyper consumerism, everything is faster. It's, it's smaller, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. It's faster, condensed, and abbreviated for listener or viewer satisfaction. I wanted to go into the next half of the year and empower my Nella Nation creatives out there to not be bound. I think that this is one of the most important episodes ever. I know you done heard it before, but I think this is one of the most important episodes ever. It's for the rich folk, the poor folk, white, black, brown, purple, plaid. No is a complete sentence. Any walk of life can use that to be empowered and to empower their life, their brand. Say that with me. No is a complete sentence. And today, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why no is a complete sentence. Number 1, no means creatively, mentally, physically, or any otherly, you do not agree with the terms or the opportunity or the agreement that's being made between 2 parties. That's what that no can mean in the time of a negotiation. That's what that no can mean in the time of when someone wants to utilize your talent, but it's not a win-win situation. That no is powerful. And the key to that no, here it is. Get close, get close. Stop what you're doing. Listen. The key to the no is just simply say it. No, I don't think that's advantageous right now for me. Silence. That's it. You don't have to explain yourself, which leads me to my next point, number 2. So number 1, no means creatively, mentally, physically, or any otherly, you do not agree with the terms or the agreement. You don't think it's advantageous for your brand, your song, your whatever the case may be, whatever your talent may be. You don't think what's going on right at this time is advantageous for you, so you have to hit them with the no. So number 2 is, if you're ready and you're confident in your number 1, number 2 ties very, very, very close to number 1. They go hand in hand. Number 2, no should and can be the architect or the GPS, as I like to call it. It should be the architect or the GPS to your yes. But you have to have the knowledge of what it takes for the yes on the spot. You can't be fumbling around. You can't be doing research. You can't be guessing. You can't be fumbling with your words. You have to know what it takes to get to the yes. So which means you're going to have to do some research, which means you're going to have to think this thing out. There was a quote that I read: going into any negotiation, there is a point that you're not ever going to go above or under. And you should know that before any negotiation. Now, I hear you out there. Nella, what if it's a great opportunity? If it's a great opportunity, let's break it down for number 2. Instead of the no being just a firm no, that's why I said it can be the architect or the GPS to your yes. If there's a social media influencer with 25 million followers and they want to blast your music on all across their sites and they're only paying you said amount, you have to kind of weigh it out. And again, I'm not telling you to do that. That is totally up to you, but you have to weigh out the pros and the cons. Is this advantageous for my brand? Will I leave this meeting or this agreement or this conversation much better, or even in some cases better than I started? So we have to weigh out the pros and the cons. We can't just be a firm no, or you just can't be nope to everything. They have to weigh out the pro and the con. Come in at a low point, come in with a high point. And those are the 2 points that you have to stay with and be willing to walk away in some cases. But I want you to be empowered and know that there's power in your words. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm going to add life, death, and ability are all in the power of the tongue. So I want you to be empowered out there, because no is a complete sentence. Get out there, create. For the better half of this year, go out there and make some deals. But be confident in your brand, be confident in your ability, and be confident in yourself. Carpe diem. I love you very much. Now it's time for Moments to be Inspired By, where we give quotes and real life instances that help really propel us to the next level. Today is the best part of a quote, the meaty part of the quote. You can look up the quote and dig into it, but I just want to get the meaty part of it. The best part of the quote by Mr. Lance Merrill is never forget the power of silence. Again, never forget the power of silence. And that was Moments to be Inspired By. Nella Nation, episode 55. It's a wrap. Guys, I want to thank you for spreading the word. I am now listened to in over 60 countries. That's right. I said 60 countries. We're in Chile. We're in Ukraine. We're in Russia. We're in Brazil. We're everywhere. Tell your friend or someone that you think can really get something out of these podcasts. Let them know, hey, I got a great podcast for you. Pull it up, show it to them, and let them become a friend and a fan of Nellascope the podcast. Welcome into the Nella Nation. Guys, I got some great news for you. Two great things. My very first thing that I want to share with you guys, our webpage is back up. That webpage is www.thisisnella.com. That's www.thisisnella.com. Or as I like to say, thisisnella.com. Make sure you go to that website. We have all of the previous episodes. Drop me a line if you don't say anything but a hey. I would love to actually hear from you with just a hi, and that's it. You don't have to do a greeting, because I love to hear from my Nella Nation. And the second thing I want to talk about, I have painstakingly created an entire series of journals, the hashtag Breathe series, for DJs, for dancers, for professionals, for women, for men, whatever you need. There is a guide that will help you on your journey towards total and complete mental wellness. www.thisisnella.com. There is a link on the episodes page. On the bottom, you can click the link and it will show you a plethora of hashtag Breathe journals that are available for you to get and add to your daily commute, your daily meditation time. Again, we're all about empowering each and every member, each and every creative of my Nella Nation to that walk, on that journey to mental completeness, mental wholeness, and mental wellness. And we will be remiss if we were not there side by side, giving you a high five and giving you a glass of Gatorade red. Nevertheless, I digress. Thank you for joining me for this episode, where the next episode is entitled, They Stole My Shoes. It's a true life story. It's going to be some moments of empowerment. It's quite comical, but it's based on my actual real life story. But you gotta tune in to listen to it. But before you go, I love you, but God loves you more. Let that soak in. Let it sizzle in your spirit. All right, guys, make sure you tune in next week for They Stole My Shoes. It's your man, Chris Nella. Make sure you go to www.thisisnella.com or thisisnella.com. Peruse through the website and click on any one of those past podcasts where you or one of your friends can, will, and should benefit from. I'll see you next week. I'll be there. Same Nella time, same Nella place. Live hard, laugh hard, love hard. It's your man, Chris Nella, and I'm gone.